What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new video, and today I'm basically going to be going over a few key stocks that I'm paying attention to for this upcoming trading week. So let's get right into it. The first stock is going to be Nvidia. So let's just go into the full chart right here, and right now I am now on the 10-day 30-minute chart. So as you can see, we have these levels drawn out. We're going to switch over to the 5-day 15-minute chart and see what we're looking at on a closer standpoint. So as you can see right here, we do have all these key levels drawn out. This 213 key high level that we've seen on this weekly chart. So we're going to be paying attention to a break under these certain levels or over these certain levels, depending on what the market gives us. So as we can see right here, we close at 207.85 in this key 207 level. 207.4 level has room all the way down to 206. Now, if the market's aggressively selling off, what I like to do is read the asks and bid to see whether we're going to continue pushing or if we have buyers coming in on Nvidia. Now, same thing, this stock can really go either way. If we break back above this 209.46 or more 209.5 level, we can see back inside of this trading range from around 209.5 all the way to these recent highs of 213.2. So what we're seeing in this trading range right here, as we can see previously from this week, we can see that we're consistently bouncing and rejecting off these highs. As you can see, here's when a lot of volatility began to come in. And what we're paying attention to is breaks through these key levels. So if we zoom out here, we could see that we're at this lower level. If we break below 207.5 with aggressive sell-off volume, we're obviously going to want to pay attention to pre-market first, since we're already fairly close to this level now. The next level you're going to want to pay attention to is after we break below 206 all the way to 202. Now below 202, we also have room all the way around this 198 area, and then lows 195. And if we end up breaking below 195, we can obviously just continue to sell off. So what I'm going to do now is switch to the 180-day chart so that you guys could have a better understanding of what I'm looking at. So let me just zoom out here. So as we can see that we rejected this key level right here of around 209.5. So we rejected this level hard, came back all the way down to 178. Now as the stock continues to push up to this level, it did retest it. Now this time it did break all the way to highs of 230. Now, as most of you know, Nvidia did have a stock split, so not too long ago, a few months ago. And we broke above all these key levels, high volume pushing up here. So we've seen aggressive buyers, but as the market began to sell off, we had this pull back down here, aggressive bounce, pull back down here, aggressive bounce, now pull back. But what we don't see here is lower lows. So as you can see here, once we pull back up, we have these lows, bounce, and now we're at lower lows. So this is the current stage we're in for a bounce. Now, in order for us to see lower lows, we are going to want to see SPY continue to sell off more. Now, why is that? The overall market has not been the most probable trading environment, so what we want to do is see things like QQQ, NQES, and SPY all continue along and follow our trading rules. So what we're paying attention to here is really just these key levels. If we see another break below this 202, we can continue down. But always beware of another bounce, as SPY has been tending to bounce a lot recently. So these are basically the key levels. If we break below this 207.45 level, then we're going to see continuation for a quick scalp below there, 202. And then if we end up breaking to the upside, then we can get back into this trading channel. And I really want to play it over this candlestick right here. So let me. So around this key point 215, and then we're going to get back into that trading channel. Now what you're going to want to do is always have your charts already played out before you actually enter the trade itself. So this is just a lot of really consolidation, so we're just waiting to see where Nvidia decides to go next. So that's really it for Nvidia. If you have any questions, make sure to drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to reply to you there. Next, what we're going to look at is this Boeing chart that I recently posted. So right here, we're going to want to go to the 3-year weekly. Let me change off to 180-day 4 hours. So now we're seeing more of this downtrend that we're seeing with Boeing. Now, as you guys know, if you've been trading recently, we have seen volume pick up on Boeing heading to the upside. Now, this key red level right here is where we have seen recent heavy bounces with Boeing. So Boeing really does not want to break below this 200 level. So what we can see now is a continuation break above 230. So 230 is really just a psychological level as well as a key level to break above. Head to around 232 for a quick scalp, maybe even 231.5 in this market. All we're really looking to do is take high probability key trades and then get out for quick scalps. We're not looking to play 30-minute, 45-minute trades or swings as much. So that's all I'm really doing with Boeing, is have this downtrend that we see right here. And if we do pay attention to most of these downtrends, as you can see right here, we break down and then end up breaking up. So what we would want to see here for an overall momentum change in Boeing is a break back above the 240 level. So that won't probably be for a long time. And as you can see, this 230 level has a pretty strong wall. Reject, reject, and then obviously these most recent rejects. So something to pay attention to is this key level, 232.5, then 235. So if we do end up rejecting again, I'm probably most likely not going to play Boeing at all, only going to be playing this to the upside, as I believe that it can continue to run. So whenever a certain stock that I believe is heading a certain direction ends up going the opposite way or ends up being overextended, I usually tend to stay away and not force trades on it. So yeah, this is a great medium-sized account play to pay attention to. And yeah, so that's it for Boeing, really what we're going to be paying attention to. And yeah, let's get into the next trade. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them below with Boeing. So let's get into Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, let me change this weekly. Let's go to the 20-day chart. So as we can see, Tesla has had aggressive buyers coming in. Now, at this key level, we have seen a lot of volatility. Friday, most people thought Tesla was going to shoot to the upside and break above all-time highs, especially with the most recent price target upgrade. So something we've seen with Tesla is a lot of huge spikes throughout the day randomly. So this week we did see that break to the most recent highs. So to be completely honest, this is what we call a trading channel. So if we break out of this trading channel, it could look like another move to around the 820s or even 830. So this is how you're going to draw out your trading channel. If you guys don't already know, what we're basically doing is drawing key levels around here and here. So a break above highs, and then this is really just the middle region. 780 is more of a psychological level to break down and push to the downside. So as we can see, this level is set as a support level that we've seen. And another way to pay attention to for bounces is seeing these candlesticks, see how they don't fully close at these lower levels, but instead decide to not create a hammer candle, but bounce off, so the candlestick is not closing at that lower level, but it's instead bouncing up above. So this is just a key level to pay attention to for Tesla. due to all the recent news and catalysts on it, that's something important that you're going to want to pay attention to. Next is going to be SPY. So as you guys already know, SPY is a stock that, or the S&P 500 ETF, has been trading very, very odd recently, in my opinion. So we have seen that breakout, and if we switch time frames, you guys can see that we did pull back heavily and then bounce. Now, buyers are still coming in at these levels, but what I do see is weakness in the market. So you can draw your levels out right here from this lower point, and then as you can see, broke the trend. So just paying attention to SPY, you want to make sure that you're always looking at SPY before you actually enter your important levels. So 3 bounces off this key, so I'd say around 425.2 is great to break further to the downside. And then as you guys can also see here, we do see these pretty odd candlesticks that have rejected or bounced off these key levels. So what we're seeing here is weakness. So when you see volatility like this, you usually want to see candlesticks begin to form in a certain pattern. So something like this is important to pay attention to with SPY. So as you can see, there's heavy buying volume. Now this heavy buying volume is going to represent playing to the upside. So what we did see Wednesday and then into Thursday, we do see this push to the upside and then reject off this key level drawn at 442. So what does that mean? You can pay attention to 442 as a key level, and as you can see right here, this 442 break went all the way to around 446. Now it did reject, but that just goes along with the overall volatility in the market. So here are some of my main watches. I'm going to be posting more watches on my Instagram at DayTheCEO. If you guys aren't already, make sure to follow me there. And yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. Links below to join the private Discord chat, Project 3 Trading. And yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good day and good luck this trading week. Peace.